Greetings and good morning to Ms. Alina binti Muhammad Desa. My name is Anita Christina Anak Simon and I will be presenting on my part, which is the introduction. The development of agriculture in ancient times planted the seeds for the emergence of civilization. Agricultural productivity is still a major contributing component to the economic development of emerging countries today. In fact, the productivity of their agriculture was a major factor in the rise to high income status of many developed countries. Furthermore, we are able to live in a society of enormous success where food security is never in doubt because to the globalization of our planet. Countries with advantages such as competitiveness and improved productivity will benefit in an integrated global economy, while those with inefficient sectors will fall behind. Thus, Malaysia is one of the world's most blessed countries, having 7 million hectares of arable land and perfect weather for farming. Even so, our agriculture sector, which is primarily controlled by plantations that produce palm oil, is still extremely insufficient to feed and support our 33 million population. Now I'm going to pass the presentation to the next presenter.
Good morning to Ms. Alina, and my name is Sherilyn Anna Raymond. I will present about the first issue that about increasing price of the agricultural commodities. So agricultural commodities price influence farmers and ranchers production things such as crop harvest, fields or animal inventory, which consists of hence the supply of agricultural commodities. Commodities price variation also have impact on farms' physical fulfillment. For example, prolonged periods of low commodity prices diminish farms' earning and encourage farmers to rely on more borrowings, rendering them vulnerable to increased rates of interest and other alterations to economic circumstances. A prolonged period of high price for commodities can boost farms' revenue and farms' operating resilience to change in the economic conditions. Commodity fluctuations have an impact on food security as well. Long-term low price enhance consumer capacity to purchase needed quantities of foods, whereas long-term high costs reduce their food security, especially in developing countries such as Malaysia. In market economies, agricultural commodity prices are determined by a number of variables affecting commodities, demands and factors influencing farmers' options to deliver commodities to the market. On the supply chain, just in energy and inputs pricing can also influence agricultural commodity price as part of farmers' expenses for productions. On the demand side, as well as the rise of income of household, a variety of social and demographic variables such as shifting patterns of purchasing and dietary diversification and rising middle class and increased urbanization can contribute the price rise. Next, I will present about the implication, the rising of living costs related to food supply. Rising expenses for inputs could counteract this by decreasing farmers' production's margin, offsetting increased income from higher output prices. Farmers face inadequate and declining real output prices after adjusting for input cost. This is especially concerned for many of small-scale agriculture producers who already face poverty and malnutrition. Rising input costs increase the likelihood of further food scarcity. As prices increase, some farmers, especially the poorest ones, may be unable to purchase them and would be forced to devote with or with less. This lower productivity in spite of additional alteration of farming processes. This in consequently affects food availability, putting additional upwards pressure on prices and farm revenue, with the effect being disproportionately felt by lower income farmers. Rising input prices reduce the sway of an oscillation that normally exists in restoring high food prices to a normal level. Higher prices typically encourage farmers to increase its outputs, resulting in greater availability and lower prices. However, in these circumstances, the effort to boost productivity of products that are already in short supply, such as wheat and crops, will be constrained. Instead, a producer with few constraints, especially wealthier farmers, have the option to switch to the less intensive crops. I will talk about suggestion, improvement of market accountability. The yield investment should be improved over time, as agriculture has been ignored for far too long, particularly in emerging countries. More investments are needed, notably in research and development and facilities that support irrigations as well as drought-resistant crops and hybrids. The tradings of commodities come to next to curb speculative behavior and thereby limits fluctuations. Commodities market rules and regulations must be considered. Over-regulations, on the other hand, must be avoided because it may hinder the market's ability to identify prices and supply liquidity. The Food and Agriculture Organization should increase its information gathering and distribution efforts in order to improve market accountability. The effort should concentrate on information regarding the genuine market as well as associated investments. Other than that, excessive urbanization and migration from the agriculture to industrial sector should be avoided. People should be kept in the countryside. Its solution is to provide agriculture workers with suitable foods and living circumstances. In addition, they should be paid fairly. Wages in agriculture and industry should be equalized. Agriculture subsidies should be provided in developing countries as well. On the other hand, price increases would come to a halt or reverse when the world's population expanding were met, such as when the existing relative low level of supply was boosted. This solution is found in manufacturing technologies, since there is a limited quantity of arable lands and can be farmed. Increasing agriculture's productivity is the only available option for increasing agricultural poverty as a particular way of production. That's all from me. I will pass it to Alvi. Thank you.
Hi, my name is LV Claudia. I will present about the second issues, which is labor shortage. During the COVID-19 outbreak, the agriculture industry's major obstacles were the high rate of transmission among workers, health, and labor shortage. Despite the self-isolation strategy, Workers from low and middle income nations with little to no savings were forced to work during COVID-19 pandemic. Furthermore, the travel ban contributed to a shortage of seasonal and temporary agriculture workers. International Organization for Migrations 2020. And globally, there has been a dramatic increase in job losses. So next, I will present about the implications and the suggestions. First, the implications of the second issues is food supply chain disruptions. Malaysia agriculture economy is significantly reliant on foreign labor. Restrictions on people migration disproportionately harm foreign workers, resulting in a labor shortage on farms and also give bad effects to our food supply in Malaysia. For example, this has an influence on the crop, livestock, and fishing subsector, particularly the labor-intensive ones, and it is felt across the agriculture value chains, affecting food availability and market pricings. So the next suggestions is supporting farmers in food productions and marketing. The government is now adopting stimulus programs, but there are no clear incentive for smallholder farmers. Grant to low-income, small-scale farmers who have experienced reductions in their income should be considered with grants to resume productions. Smallholder farmer deserve to be provide access to the equipment and technology they need to increase productivity. High quality seeds, fertilizers, and adequate equipment for farming are a few examples of this. Farmer can minimize the spread of COVID-19 and increase food productions by such as implementing measures such as safe work practice along with offering protective equipment such as masks and gloves. It is also vital to assist farmers in adopting labor-saving practice to compensate for reduced manpower availability. So this is for me. Thank you. I will be passed to the next presenter.
Hi, my name is Nur Shafika and I will be presenting on the third issues, which is food fuel conflict and the price war on palm oil. My first point is Malaysia's palm oil abundance support biodiesel production, but competition with food production for the same resources raises concerns about sustainability. This is because Malaysia's ample palm oil supply is a key advantage for biodiesel production. However, there's a concern as both biodiesel and food items vie for the same palm oil, raising questions about sustainable resource use. My second point is on cooking oil subsidies. Cooking oil subsidies, primarily palm oil based, benefit low income households, and reconsidering these subsidies could affect domestic cooking oil cost and production. Any reconsideration of these subsidies may impact the cost and production of domestic cooking oil, influencing households across the country. My last point is on the trade policies. Trade policies such as export tariffs and potential conflicts with Indonesia pose challenges that may lead to a price war, impacting the overall welfare of Malaysia. Analyzing policy responses is crucial for sustainable growth in the oil palm sector. The potential for a price war due to inconsistent trade policies poses challenges affecting the overall welfare of Malaysia. In summary, navigating the delicate balance between biodiesel production, cooking oil subsidies, and trade policies is crucial for sustainable growth in Malaysia's palm oil sector. Next, I will be presenting on the implication, which is Malaysia's biodiesel industry. My first implication on this part is environmental concern. Increased demand for biodiesel may lead to more oil palm plantations, raising environmental issues like biodiversity loss and carbon emissions. More biodiesel demand may mean more palm oil plantations, which cause environmental problems like biodiversity loss and increase on carbon emissions. My last part on this implication is market influence. Financial incentive for biofuel production can impact related markets, potentially causing changes in agricultural outputs and labor resources over time. Incentive for biofuel can affect markets, leading to changes in agricultural and labor resources in long run. Okay, that's all from me.
Hello everyone. So today we turn our attention to pivotal aspects of the Malaysian economy, that is agriculture development. So this sector, deeply rooted in our nation's history, plays a critical role in shaping our economy's landscape. So let's explore the three key facets, that is the issue, implications, and the potential suggestions for advancing agriculture development in Malaysia. Okay, we move to the issue. Okay, the issue is land fragmentation. So land fragmentation poses a significant challenge to agriculture development in Malaysia. As small land holdings become increasingly divided among heirs, farms are diminishing in size. So this not only affects productivity but also hampers the adoption of modern farming practices. Okay, we move on to the implication. So what is the consequence? So the implication is decreased productivity and innovation. So the consequence of land fragmentation is a decline in overall productivity. Small-scale farms are often struggle to adopt advanced technologies and also sustainable practices. So this in turn limit innovation, making it imperative for us to address this issue for the long-term viability of our agriculture sector. Okay, so the suggestion. So what can we do? This is the suggestion. Okay, the land consolidation programs. Okay, to combat land fragmentation, the government can implement land consolidation programs by encouraging farmers to combine smaller plots into larger, more efficient units. We can promote economies of scales and facilities the adoption of modern farming technique. So such initiatives would contribute to increase productivity and the overall sustainability of the agricultural sector. Thank you.
In conclusion, agriculture continues to be a significant industry in Malaysia. The agricultural industry continues to play a key role in providing food, creating jobs, and earning money through exports. The agricultural sector's development is primarily regulated by comprehensive and market-driven agricultural policies. The creation of agricultural policy has helped the agriculture industry to thrive sustainably and has contributed to Malaysia's economic prosperity. Through many of these programs to boost agricultural production, Malaysia would be possible to lower the cost of vital products, giving people additional cash to be spent on other goods, boosting spending by consumers and domestic investment. This would undoubtedly be beneficial to the economy as increasing overall consumer demand could result to more domestic investment and jobs. That's all for our group. Thank you.